Problem 1. How is the equation y equals 2x similar to the equation y equals 2x plus 3 in the example problem? How is it different? They are similar because they both have the same slope. They have the same slope of 2. They have different y-intercepts. One of the y-intercepts is 0, and one of the y-intercepts is 3. Problem number 2. Graph y equals 2x in the diagram above. Compare the graphs. Does either graph represent a proportional relationship? Explain. So my y-intercept would be 0, because I don't have a y-intercept listed there. I would go up 2 and over 1, up 2 over 1 to show my rise over run. And so yes, it is a proportional relationship. Because it goes through the origin. Problem number 3. What value of b makes y equal 2x plus b the same as y equals 2x? What does that value mean? So, in order for it to be y equals 2x, b has to equal 0, because we don't have to write plus 0 onto the end of our equations. It's irrelevant. We don't have to write that. It means that the line is proportional. Because if it goes through 0, it goes through the origin. Number 4. Andy uses the table below to write a linear equation. He says he can write an equation of the form y equals mx for the given values. Is he correct? Explain your reasoning. So, first we need to write our own equation. So, in our form y equals mx plus b, m is the slope and b is the y-intercept. So, our slope of the table is found by figuring out how much we're changing by. Our x values are changing by 1, and our y values are changing by 2. So our slope is y over x, which is 2 over 1. Our y-intercept is what we are when we start at 0. So when we start at 0, we're at 4. So our equation is y equals 2x plus 4. We can then say that Andy is wrong because in his equation, there is no y-intercept. In his equation, y equals 2x, or excuse me, y equals mx, there's no y-intercept. But in our equation that we created from the table, there's a y-intercept of 4. Problem number 5. Look at these equations. Write each equation in slope-intercept form. Are the equations the same or different? Explain. So we need to get the y by itself. In order to get y by itself, we have to move the 1 over. And so we would get y equals 2x minus 4. Negative 3 minus 1 gives us negative 4. In the second equation, we're going to move the 1 away from the y, and we're going to subtract 1. And so again, we would get 2x minus 4 equals y. Negative 3 minus 1 is 4. And in the last one, we have to move 2, so we're going to make it negative. We have 2y equals 4x minus 8. Then we divide by 2. And so our final equation is y equals 2x minus 4. All the equations are the same. because they have the same slope and y-intercept. Number 6. Explain how you can write an equation for a line with a slope of 1/2 that it crosses the y-axis at point 0, -1. Graph the line. So, the slope is 1/2 and the point is -1. Our y-intercept is -1 because we're at 0, -1. So our equation, y equals mx plus b, our equation is y equals 1/2 x, because that's our slope, minus 1, because that's our y-intercept. So I'm going to go up 1 and over 2, up 1, over 2, and I'm going to go the other direction as well, just to finish out the line.